Ghost imagined a very different life for himself growing up from humble beginnings in the Power universe. He did become a successful businessman, but he definitely wanted to get out of the drug trade and live a civilian lifestyle. Ghost, whose real name is James St. Patrick, grew up in humble beginnings in the Power universe, always dreaming of a better and more legitimate life for himself. From a young age, he was determined to escape the hardships of his upbringing and envisioned a future far removed from the dangerous world of drug dealing. As an adult, Ghost became a highly successful businessman, owning the upscale nightclub Truth and other legitimate ventures. However, despite his achievements and the outward appearance of success, he remained entangled in the drug trade, largely due to long-standing partnerships and the allure of fast money. Ghost's deepest desire was to leave behind his criminal life and fully embrace a civilian lifestyle, providing a safe and stable environment for his family. Throughout the series, much of Ghost's internal struggle centers on this dream, balancing his ambitious goals with the violent realities of his past. He repeatedly tries to legitimize his income and distance himself from the underworld, but old ties and new threats constantly pull him back in. Ultimately, Ghost's inability to completely escape the world he helped build is a driving force in the Power storyline, shaping both his character and the fate of those around him. Ghost, also known as James St. Patrick, always imagined a very different life for himself, one far away from the dangers and limitations of street life. Growing up in a tough environment, he was determined not to be defined by the drug game, even though it initially provided him with wealth and power. Ghost's true ambition was to build a legitimate business empire and provide his family with opportunities he never had. Owning the upscale nightclub Truth was meant to be his ticket out, a cornerstone for leaving behind his criminal past and embracing a respectable, civilian lifestyle. He dreamed of being recognized as a successful businessman and respected member of society, free from the constant threat of violence, betrayal, and law enforcement. However, Ghost's journey was fraught with obstacles. The ties to his old life, the demands of his partners, and the enemies he made along the way made it nearly impossible to break free. Despite his best efforts, Ghost discovered that escaping the street life was much harder than he imagined, and the consequences of his choices would ultimately follow him, shaping his fate in the Power universe. Feel free to like and comment on this video as well as subscribe to my channel. Power Media Publishing.